Hey Spartans, I'm Karen.
And I'm Gala. Thanks for tuning in.
To begin, we have SBAC testing starting Tuesday, March 2nd.
Testing can be such a pain, but it's so important. So why don't we go over to Joseph with a report on SBAC testing.
Thank you, Studio. So I'm here with Mr. McFarland, and I was a bit curious because, there's some misconceptions and fears about SBAC testing, and, I'd just like to ask. So what exactly is there with SBAC testing?
So, students should not be worried or fearful or nervous or anxious about SBAC testing. It's really just part of what we do. It's a way for us to see if we're doing our jobs well in teaching in math and ELA. I think my teachers are pretty good, but I want some data to prove it. So students, just relax and do your best.
So what exactly is the schedule with SBAC testing? Because that's one thing I don't know, and I doubt a lot of other students know.
So we do a block schedule for 4 days per week. In 2 weeks, we'll do a block schedule, so you'll have super long classes. Your teacher should be able to post that in class. The important thing to know is you're going to be 2, 4, 6, so like periods 2, 4, 6 one day and 1, 3, 5 the next day. Actually, I think we start 1, 3, 5 and then we go to 2, 4, 6. So over the course of 2 days, you'll have all classes, but they'll be really long. And we do have advisory. We're not skipping that.
Oh, well, that's all really good information to know. Thank you, Mr. McFarland. Back to you, Studio.
Thanks, Joseph.
There's also the first Friday at River Park Square at 5 p.m. on Friday, March 5th.
There are baseball games the 1st and 3rd at Salk, Gary, and Chase.
Well, while we're on the topic of sports, let's go over to Owen with more on sports.
Thank you, Studio. First with MLB, the Seattle Mariners, Friday through Sunday, play the St. Louis Cardinals. There are high hopes for the Mariners to win, with them being 8-8 and the Cardinals only being 7-9. Continuing with baseball, Salk's 7th and 8th grade baseball started up and having 2 straight weeks of practices and will have their first game on Wednesday, the 26th. Next, Salk 7th and 8th grade boys and girls track is having their last week with straight practices. Same with baseball. And practices will start and end at the same time as baseball. Their first meet will be continued, but will most likely be either the same day or as the first baseball game or the day after. Lastly, with the 2023 NBA playoffs, their first games that happened in the past playoffs are the Miami Heat beating the Milwaukee Bucks 117-130. Then the New York Knicks beating the Cavaliers 101-97. And the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Brooklyn Nets 96-84. Then the Boston Celtics beat the Atlanta Hawks 112-99. Then the Denver Nuggets beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 109-80. The LA Clippers beat the Phoenix Suns 115-110. Then the Sacramento Kings beat the Golden State Warriors 114-106. And finally, the LA Lakers beat the Memphis Grizzlies 128-112. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thanks, Owen.
The weather is getting a bit nicer and a lot warmer. What do you think?
Yeah, it's getting really sunny.
Yeah. Why don't we go over to Devin with a report on weather? Thanks, Devin.
Aside from just enjoying the sun, there are so many fun activities to do, like Salkmania.
I love Salkmania.
Yeah, now that was fun. So, did you have fun at Salkmania?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good. Well, why don't we see how that went with Natalia?
Thank you, Studio. I'm Natalia, and this is Salkmania. Let's go. So we're here with
Between
Callie.
Joe.
What games have you been doing so far?
I haven't done anything yet. Nothing.
What have you guys bought?
Pizza and snack.
Pepsi.
I got Coke.
Let's go find more students. You are?
David.
Kylie. What have you guys been doing in Salkmania so far? Walking around.
Buying food.
What's your favorite thing about Salkmania?
I don't know, probably the people.
The food. What are you guys are more excited about?
Food.
Food. Okay. Other students. We're here with.
Mr. Anderson.
So how are you enjoying Salkmania so far?
Best day ever.
What's your favorite thing you have done?
Favorite thing I've done is sat here outside of the office and told kids, nope, go the other way.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Anderson, for watching out.
You're welcome. Keep it safe.
Okay, so you are?
Oh, I'm Shaylee. Adriana.
Reagan. What's your favorite thing about Salkmania?
I like the vibes, you know.
Just like a break from school and have this good time.
The pizza.
Oh, okay. What have you been doing so far?
I've kind of just been observing and watching like the volleyball. We got food and watched volleyball.
I got food and now we're just waiting for the dance circle. What about the weather? Is it nice?
Yeah, I like how it's kind of chill and warm. It's the perfect weather for today.
Yeah, they picked a really good day to have this. Okay, Salk, this is Salkmania. Make sure to join us next year. Thank you, studio. Back.
Thanks, Natalia.
On May the 1st, there's an open studio at Pinellas Palace from 1 to 4 p.m.
There's a one-team scavenger hunt on May the 3rd from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. at 809 North Washington Street.
Hey, do you like ferns?
Ferns?
Yeah, ferns.
Sure, I like ferns. Why?
Oh, because we're about to go over to Brooklyn with a report on In Front of the Fern.
Thank you. This is Brooklyn with In Front of a Fern. So, hi, Mr. Cornell.
Good morning.
So, you know what they say, those who can't do, teach. So, what was it that you couldn't do that made you want to teach?
I think my dream growing up as a kid was to be a professional baseball player. And it's like winning the lottery, and it ran its course and couldn't do that anymore. And so I guess going into teaching, knowing how I was in middle school might be a bit of a surprise to people who knew me back then, but the baseball door got closed and the teaching door opened, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Why'd you want to do baseball?
I'd been playing baseball. My older brothers played baseball, and I was put in a league when I was a little kid. I've been playing it since I was about 6, and then just loved it. Love watching it on TV. Big Yankees fan, and still love baseball today.
When did you stop playing baseball?
I stopped playing baseball about 2 years into college. Yep.
All right. You have a great day, Mr. Cornell.
Well, thank you. You do the same.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Brooklyn.
Well, that's all for this week, Spartans. Have a great weekend. Bye.